I like to play video games. So does this guy. And this guy. And this guy. And almost every other guy my age. Right now, in Ontario, 85% of teens play video games. Around the world, there are millions, day and night. In fact, video gaming is what they live for. It's part of their religion, part of their ritual. They get up, they play, and they go to sleep. These people are known as the gamers. The gamers roam the earth. The gamers continue to multiply every day. In fact, you might as well say everybody's playing. I mean, who doesn't like to play video games? They're fast-paced, they're creative.
I mean, there are games for everyone. Like all palettes of gamers can pick a game that suits them.
And yet, they're addictive. That's what I've been hearing. Video games are addictive.
I wouldn't say that I'm addicted to video games.
No, I don't consider myself addicted to gaming.
Though I would argue that if that was the case, I'd also have to confess to being addicted to reading or to listening to music.
I wouldn't say I've ever felt addicted, but I've definitely had my bingers of like all-nighters or 8-hour sittings of playing games.
So we keep playing and playing and playing. And who am I kidding? I keep playing.
No, I can't remember a time before video games. I was not around at that time.
Well, a life like outside of video games is pretty boring.
I don't know, it's a good, like, you know, it's good, like, release form too, like, at the end of the day.
I started playing video games when I was 4 years old.
6 or 7.
7 or 8-ish.
I probably started playing video games around the age of 4.
I play about like 3 to 5 hours a day.
It depends. If it's on the weekend, the whole day usually. If it's on the school day, I'll play around 3 hours tops, maybe.
5 hours.
When I play, I find it very hard for me to get off. I don't have much control. Like something is telling me to keep playing. Is this a bad thing? And if so, why is it bad?
I don't think it's a bad thing to want to play video games, just like I think it's not a bad thing to want to read. It's a time passer. That's really all it is.
Well, I think gaming could be bad depending on how much you play.
I wouldn't say there's anything bad per se. Well, like the pros and cons from the game to the user, some people can misinterpret the game and maybe give it a bit more profounder meaning, which doesn't necessarily need to be there, and bad things can come of it, like addictions, like kind of like all like World of Warcraft crisis, or like people like go in cafes and like starve and not sleep for like 72 hours and just collapse.
I've read some articles saying like, there's like these two Japanese boys. One was arguing like this character's better, and the other one's like, no, this other character is better. Got into a fight and almost killed the other person.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
Me? No, I don't think I play that much. Yeah, I have control when I get on and off the systems. I can never swing through buildings in real life. I can't do that in the game, so it's good to experience it.
You can save the Earth from an alien invasion. You can win the Stanley Cup.
They're not inherently good or bad. They have various sort of applications. That's like asking whether reading is inherently good or bad.
Yeah, like when I'm playing Call of Duty, I see like these 8-year-old kids playing and they're like swearing a lot.
Violence in games is never really aimless unless you're playing a game that has no aim inherently. You're always committing violence to accomplish some sort of goal.
Okay, like my dad doesn't really care how much games I play. He just like doesn't want me like spending so much money on it.
All I can say is that I think if my grades had ever started to suffer, I might have had my video game time cut down on.
No, I don't think he's right. I like playing games. I'll play them. If he doesn't want that, too bad.
No, it's kind of the same cycle. And there are fans, there are geeks and nerds out there who, you know, want to play Halo and World of Warcraft, and they'll keep delivering as long as they keep wanting it. As long as there will be, like, the consumer part, there will be the production part. People will keep playing video games as long as people keep making video games.
Well, I think as I get older, I'm pretty much gonna be playing more, I think, because of all the new games coming out, like making sequels to the games I play now, so I want to play them.
I like playing games. I'm probably gonna work in the game industry.
One of the jobs I want to be is a video game designer or a video game critic. I get to play new games and decide if they're good or not, make reviews.
Well, all of this has been very interesting. But I still didn't learn why video games are so addictive. Why I am so helpless to resist the powers that be. It's almost as if this is orchestrated by some evil mastermind. Maybe it is. Guess who is the leading employer of neuroscientists? Not the military, not the Secret Service. It's the video game industry. Listen to this. Video game creators and marketers are tapping into neuroscience principles to make their games addictive, offering players surprise rewards and feeding into their desire to keep playing. American psychologist B.F. Skinner conducted experiments to prove this kind of behavior more than 60 years ago using lab rats. He would offer them random treats for pushing against a bar, and after some time, the rats would repeatedly click the bar, hoping to receive a reward. In other words, it's not my fault. It's not his fault either. Or his fault. Or his fault. Or his fault. Or anybody's fault. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some catching up to do.
Okay, now we should get on the bus.
Okay, let's get on the bus.
'Cause I got an effing ball, which is actually really good.
Okay, it's not an effing fall, dude. It's just an F. It's just a fall.
Oh no!
Okay, get on.
Okay, I
Get
got
on
it.
that bus.